One thing I used to do when I would let dogs off leash is I would pair it with a release word. So I'd get everybody, all the leashes off of everybody, get my leashes all ready on myself, and then I'd say free. And then it'd be like this explosion of fucking energy. And the dogs would like be like, they'd start play fighting, and it would just be this whole crazy explosion of energy. And I learned very quickly that when I did that, it created a lot of chaos throughout the entire pack and throughout our entire hike. So I have since, in recent, probably the last couple of years, I have switched up and I no longer release them that way. I get all the leashes off, I make sure everybody stays put until we're ready, and then I just start walking. And they'll follow me for a little bit, and then they'll, move and go about their business, but it's not that explosive energy anymore. I've also learned over the years that energy is really bad for the dogs. Like nonstop playing, roughhousing, all of that just creates a very overstimulated dog. It leads to anxiety. It leads to overexcitement when they see other dogs, as well as it leads to dog fights. And that's not the vibe that I want for my pack, right? I want it to be cool, calm, and collected. So since shifting that and a variety of other things, I now have a really balanced pack of dogs who can go about their hike without all of that excited energy, without being in a heightened state of prey drive. They're more in pack drive, which is pretty fucking cool. And yes, the dogs still do play sometimes, but it's kind of rare, and it's only between specific dogs. I don't want the dogs practicing prey drive or defense drive on each other, right? Because that is not healthy behavior. What I want from the dogs is to fulfill those natural drives in the most natural way possible. Like, I want them to sniff, use their nose, dig in the environment, find little mice or rodents to hunt, okay? I am a firm believer that dogs need to express those drives, but how we allow them to express those drives is very, very important. Like dog parks, doggy daycare, your fucking best friend's bar. None of that shit is actually fulfilling your dogs. It's actually creating behavioral problems in the long run. How do I know that it causes behavioral problems in dogs? Because I see it every day. I have dogs that have gone through dog parks, doggy daycare. They bring them out into all these social events with other dogs. And in turn, now they have reactivity. Now they have anxiety. Now they're going after other dogs. Now they have resource guarding. All of these things is because we as humans thought we were fulfilling them, right? So we bring them to these social interactions, but those social interactions were not appropriate, okay? All that nonstop running and romping and wrestling is not how fucking dogs actually want to interact. This is how dogs want to interact. They just want to be in a pack and do their natural behaviors, like dig and forage and hunt for little rodents and air snap at bees, like Mr. Oliver loves to do. Like, that's what they want to do. They don't want to romp with each other. In the wild, wolves are only practicing that play behavior where they're romping and wrestling with each other for practice. And that practice is to defend their territory and themselves from other wolf packs, okay? So all you're doing when you're allowing your dog to do that shit is you are just allowing them to practice for a fight. Legit, okay? And I know from experience with my girl Meadow that allowing her to practice a bunch of fight behavior with other dogs only led to a fight. A few of them, actually. So I no longer fucking do that with my dogs. It's not what we do. Every once in a while it's okay when it's between dogs that are doing it mutually, but it's very short-lived, and I do not let the excitement or that energy level get too high. I would say probably it gets to a 2 and I'm like, we're done.